Death Valley, a land of extremes, scorching sun, towering mountains. A place where the earth seems to touch the sky and the heat can be unbearable. Yet, amidst this harsh environment lies a puzzle that has baffled scientists and visitors alike for decades, and a mystery hidden in plain sight, a phenomenon so strange it almost seems like a mirage. Welcome to Racetrack Playa, a place where the ordinary laws of nature appear to be suspended. This is Racetrack Playa, a dry lakebed baked by the desert sun. It stretches out like a vast, desolate canvas, waiting for an artist's touch. But instead of paint, this canvas is marked by something far more intriguing. The ground here is not sand, but a vast, flat expanse of cracked clay. Each crack tells a story of relentless heat and the passage of time. It's a landscape that seems frozen in time, yet it's anything but static. And scattered across this barren landscape are rocks. Not just any rocks, but ones that seem to defy gravity and logic. They sit there as if placed by some unseen hand, waiting to reveal their secrets. Rocks that seem to move on their own. Imagine coming across a rock with a trail behind it, as if it had been dragged across the ground. But there's no one around, no footprints, no signs of disturbance. These are not ordinary rocks. They are unique in their ability to traverse the playa, leaving behind a record of their journey. Each rock has its own story, its own path, etched into the clay. They range in size from pebbles to boulders, some weighing hundreds of pounds. Despite their weight, they move, as if guided by an invisible force. It's a sight that challenges our understanding of physics and nature, and etched behind them are long, meandering trails. These trails are the only evidence of their movement, a silent testimony to their mysterious journey across the playa. Straight lines, gentle curves, even sharp turns. These trails crisscross the playa, a silent testament to some unseen force. They weave a complex pattern, a map of an enigma that continues to captivate and confound those who seek to understand it. The mystery of the sailing stones, as they are called, lies in their inexplicable movement. No one has ever actually seen them move. No earthquakes, no landslides, no floods. The rocks simply seem to shift positions, leaving their enigmatic trails as the only evidence. The trails themselves deepen the puzzle further. Some are short and straight, others long and winding. Some rocks appear to have traveled in parallel, their trails mirroring each other. Others seem to have changed direction abruptly, as if making up their minds on a whim. For decades, the moving rocks of Racetrack Playa have sparked the imagination. Theories abound, ranging from the scientific to the supernatural. Some whispered of magnetic fields, their invisible forces tugging at the rocks. Others spoke of powerful winds, strong enough to push the heavy stones across the slick clay, but the explanations fell short. The Earth's magnetic field at Racetrack Playa is not strong enough to move the rocks, and while the wind can be fierce, it seemed unlikely that it could consistently move boulders weighing hundreds of pounds. Section 4, the Ice Age theory. One theory, however, began to gain traction. It proposed a combination of ice, water and wind, a delicate dance of elements unique to this harsh environment. During infrequent rain showers, the playa would transform into a shallow lake. As temperatures plummeted at night, a thin layer of ice would form on the surface. Could these ice sheets, driven by the wind, be the key to the mystery? The idea was that the rocks, encased in ice, would become buoyant, easier to move across the slick, muddy surface. Section 5, 2014, the breakthrough. For years, the ice theory remained just that, a theory. Scientists and researchers had long been puzzled by the mysterious movement of rocks across the dry lakebed of Death Valley, known as the Racetrack Playa. These rocks, some weighing hundreds of pounds, seemed to move on their own, leaving long trails behind them. Despite numerous hypotheses, no one had been able to definitively explain this phenomenon. Then, in 2014, a team of scientists armed with time-lapse cameras and GPS trackers finally caught the rocks in action. This breakthrough came after years of meticulous planning and countless hours spent in the harsh desert environment. The team set up their equipment, hoping to capture the elusive movement on film. Their observations confirmed the ice theory, revealing the precise mechanism behind the movement. The footage showed that the rocks were not moving on their own, but were being pushed by thin sheets of ice. This discovery was groundbreaking, as it provided the first visual evidence of the process. Rain would fall, creating a shallow lake. This was a crucial part of the process, as the water was necessary for the formation of ice. Without rain, the rocks would remain stationary and the mystery would continue. The water would freeze overnight, forming thin, floating panels of ice. These ice panels were delicate and required specific conditions to form. The temperature had to drop just enough to freeze the water, but not so much that the ice became too thick. As the sun rose, the ice would begin to melt and break apart. This melting process was gradual, allowing the ice panels to remain intact long enough to start moving. The sun's warmth was essential in creating the right conditions for the ice to break and start the movement. Driven by the wind, these ice sheets, with rocks embedded in them, would sail across the playa. The wind acted as a natural force, pushing the ice and rocks across the flat surface of the lakebed. This movement created the trails that had puzzled scientists for so long. The combination of rain, freezing temperatures, and wind finally explained the mystery of the moving rocks. Section 6. A delicate balance. The rocks, it turned out, were not simply blown by the wind, they were carried by the ice, their trails a record of the ice's journey. The mystery was solved, but the solution only deepened the wonder. For this phenomenon to occur, a precise set of conditions was required. Rain, freezing temperatures, and wind all had to align perfectly. Too much wind, and the ice sheets would break apart, scattering the rocks randomly. Too little wind, and the rocks would remain frozen in place. Section 7. A timeless dance. The moving rocks of Racetrack Playa are a testament to the power of nature's subtle forces. These rocks, some weighing hundreds of pounds, mysteriously move across the dry lakebed, leaving long trails behind them. For years, this phenomenon puzzled scientists and visitors alike, sparking numerous theories and debates. A combination of seemingly ordinary elements, water, ice, and wind, can create a phenomenon so extraordinary that it baffled scientists for decades. When conditions are just right, a thin layer of water forms on the playa, which then freezes overnight. As the sun rises and the ice begins to melt, gentle winds push the rocks across the slick surface, carving trails into the soft mud below. This natural choreography, driven by the interplay of water, ice, and wind, is a reminder of the intricate and delicate balance within our environment. The phenomenon is so subtle that it took years of observation and the advent of modern technology to fully understand it. And while the mystery may be solved, the fascination endures. The moving rocks of Racetrack Playa continue to captivate the imagination of those who witness their silent journey. Each rock, with its unique path, tells a story of the forces that shaped its movement. The rocks continue their silent dance across the playa, a timeless reminder that the universe is full of wonders, waiting to be discovered. This dance, though slow and imperceptible to the naked eye, is a testament to the enduring power and mystery of nature. It is our responsibility to protect these delicate ecosystems, ensuring that future generations can marvel at these natural wonders. The Racetrack Playa is not just a geological curiosity, it is a natural laboratory where the universe reveals its secrets. These natural laboratories are invaluable, offering insights into the processes that shape our world. By preserving these sites, we safeguard the stories they tell and the lessons they offer. Let us cherish and protect these wonders, for they are the silent narrators of Earth's timeless dance.